Alright, just a little bit of a look at what I do at night. Working on this tire wall. All starts right here with the wheelbarrow in the dirt. Down in the hole. Pick. That a few times till I'm tired. The spade shovel. Straight quad broke apart as I lifted it. So that's full. Step up out of the pit and dump it. Somewhat important when you're setting the wheelbarrow back down, it's level. Okay, I take that back. It's somewhat important that the back two legs are level. The front can be pitched up or down. Not as big of a deal. that's full enough. It may be middle of the night, but it's still hot out here. It's about 1:30 in the morning. Or between 1:30 and 2 anyways. And it's hot. Yeah. When it's 107, 108 during the day, it only gets down to 88, 90 at night. It's miserable for working in. Especially when the humidity's up around 70%. Whew. That's hard. There we go. Hey. Whew. That's some hard dirt. Yeah, I could really use skid steer or some sort of tractor to move this dirt. Moving it by hand is hard work, which is partly why it had slowed down so much this week. Last week, I got 19 tires finished. That was screwed down, cardboard in them, dirt in them, dirt kicked into the sidewall, more dirt in them, compacted, and another row of tires screwed down on top of them. 19 of them last week, 26 the week before. This week so far, here we are. What is it, Wednesday or Thursday morning? Heck, I don't even know, but I guess it's Wednesday morning, and I don't even have any done. Got 5 of them with the dirt kicked into the sidewall but not compacted. I've got 19 of them I'm working on. Got the 19 I screwed down at the end of last week, the ones I'm working on now, and I've got them cardboards in them. They're all screwed down, they're screwed together. I'm working on getting the dirt brought in behind them. Like I said, I've got 5 of them with the dirt in the tire and kicked into the sidewall, but not compacted. But this will make my 8th wheelbarrow load for tonight. Takes about 3 wheelbarrow loads per tire. Yeah, so I got a bunch to go. Sometimes when you get a dirt clot up high on it like that, it's hard to get it filled up the rest of the way without it spilling over the sides. I'm just going to take this one and dump it. Alright, let's take a minute of a break and show you what I've been working on. There's one of the dogs. That's Bear. Hey Bear. How are you doing, buddy? And that's our female Pyrenees that you hear barking. Over here, this is the pile I've been working on. This pile right here, that is 8 wheelbarrow loads of dirt in that little pile behind those tires. Should be enough dirt to do 2, maybe finish 3 of the tires. Earlier in the week, this is what I was working on through here. Between that pile, this Burma dirt, and everything I had piled up here that's now in the tires and compacted, that's about 42 loads of dirt. I know, get a skid steer out here and move the dirt. That's the plan, first of next month. But I want to get this row of tires finished and the 9th row screwed down on top of them all the way to that corner. From the corner here where the light is at the where the tire wall meets the block wall, and wrapped around here. I'll get this all the way done, all the way down to wrapping around that corner. I want to get all those tires, all 19 of the tires done there, and have the 9th row of tires screwed down on top of them. If I can get to that point, I feel good about bringing in the Burma dirt behind them with a skid steer, piling it up a bit so I can fill that row, and then having it leveled off good enough that I'm ready for a concrete truck to drive on the Burma dirt. Now, around this side, you see I did not get as many done. I don't have the berm of dirt piled up behind the tires as much here. I've got basically the parcel row you see here is row 7. Row 6 continues on all the way around out to the end, but row 6 is only completed to this point. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 tires over here. 7 tires left in row 6 to do, which will then also be 7 to add on to row 7. And then of course row 8 is going to be even bigger, and 9 hasn't even started yet. So anyways, that's what I'm working on. Once I get the 9th row of tires all the way around, then I'm done with tires for this section of the building. And let's see. Yeah. Once tires are done with this section of the building, then it's on to clean up inside, especially around every spot where the tire wall and a block wall meet, because at each point where a tire wall and a block wall meet, I've got buttresses to form up and pour. Those buttresses will go from the ground level on the concrete on the one side, dirt on the other side, all the way up to the top of the 9th row of tires. And so that's 8 total buttresses to pour. There's 4 places where the block wall meets the tire wall, and there will be a buttress on either side of the block wall. So 8 buttresses to pour. Once the buttresses are poured, then I can take, and they have a day to cure, then I can take the forms down for that and form up for the roof of the storm shelter. A little more to do for the roof of the storm shelter than just for the buttresses. I actually have to, well, I got to finish the block wall here and at the other side of the storm shelter prior to doing the buttresses around the storm shelter. But then once the buttresses are done, then I've got to build a form to support a concrete pour for the roof of this storm shelter. It's a 8 by 16 storm shelter that'll be poured. The roof will be poured 5 inches thick, reinforced with rebar and remesh, and over the top of the block wall and tied into the block wall with rebar, and tied into the tire wall with rebar. So it'll be a bit of work to get the storm shelter prepped and then poured. And that'll be the second concrete pour, and then the third concrete pour, which will finish these walls, will be a bond beam that will go 2 feet tall on top of the tire wall. It'll be an L-shaped bond beam. It's actually going to be wider than the block wall. For the vertical, it'll be 12 inches wide instead of 8, and then it'll horizontally come out past the edge of the tire, whatever it needs to, probably 18 inches, and that will be 4 inches thick, I think is all. 4 or 5, I'm not sure exactly. And that will wrap all the way around. So yeah, a few $1,000s worth of concrete to pour in the next 3 pours. But that's looking like that's going to be mid to end of next month for the concrete. Hoping by the middle of September to be completely done with tire walls and starting concrete work. Yeah. I guess that's probably good enough. That's 20 minutes. That's what I'm working on for this, which ultimately will be the garage. We will be moving into it once the garage is built. We're going to move into there and live in that space while we build an Earthship this way, which I know you can't see because it's dark. Alright, good enough. Sorry about the thumb and everything.